an Acura RSX 2004. What I'm going to install today is a rear. There's so many different names for this part, but the packaging say strut tower bar. You can call it tower bar, you can call it brace bar, you can call it so many different names, but for the sake of this video, I'm gonna call it a rear trunk strut tower bar from the Acura RSX 2004. All right, so what it looks like, I got it in the mail actually yesterday, and it's good stuff. And I'm just fighting with the packaging. All right, so this is basically what it looks like, and where it's gonna go in the car. Let me take it out of the packaging first. Put that right there, and then in the trunk of the car, if I'm not mistaken, it's gonna go just like, oh my gosh, it's gonna go something like this, but a little bit lower. But this is what it should look like by the time we're done with this walkthrough today. And someone asked me what does it do when you add strut bars to the car? It stiffens the car because, all right, this car has independent suspension, and like I told you in a lot of the other videos, when I turn, I can feel a lot of looseness in the suspension of the car. And I'm starting to think it's primarily the drop springs, but then again, I could be wrong. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to stiffen up the car as much as I can so that when I am on the track or on the streets, the car is I'm more comfortable making turns, and I don't feel that looseness that I have felt in the car before. The one on the bottom, this red one, when I installed it, I felt a very big difference the moment I installed it. The one on the top, kinda sorta, but all it really does is it keeps the frame from twisting. Hopefully this one right here in the middle can do a really good job as far as stiffening the suspension and making it feel really rigid, because that's what I'm looking for. I want that rigidness. Someone told me is really in the suspension. It's actually the springs, the shocks, and the dampers. But I'm doing this because it's an inexpensive way to start, so that's why I got the strut bar instead of suspension. But my next step should be the actual coilovers, for sure. And I'll make a walkthrough video on how to install coilovers, how to adjust them, how to get that perfect ride height for a track. That's what I want this car to be suited for, a track car, not a drag race car, nowhere near that, but a circuit race car. So let me find out what tools I need, and then I'll be right back. But it's basically gonna go underneath the seatbelt, and yes, the seat will be able to be pushed up and locked in position. I just put it there just to give you an idea of what it will look like with all three. All right, so I just tested to see what tools I'll need to actually do the install. All you need is a ratchet. Yep, just a ratchet and a 14mm socket. That's it. That's all you need. You don't need nothing else. That's crazy. There's another install I did like that was only one tool needed, and it only took like, I don't remember how long. I think it was like 5 minutes, 5-6 minutes. But all right. So I mean, climb in the trunk. Oh my goodness, I don't like this part. All right, kind of took it apart a little bit. But what you want to get to, let me show you what you got to get to, and then you'll kind of have an idea. Man, is the light on? You have an idea what has to come off. All right, so right underneath this, you have these two bolts. Man, what's going on right there? You have those two bolts. So the only one that fits that one is a 14, which I'm going to show you. Let's see if I can get the 14 to show you. See? So the 14 fits perfect. And then behind here, there's 2 more. But I'm gonna take this frame, this bracket off. I don't recommend. I don't know if you should take it off, but I'm gonna take it off for this install. I'm gonna take it off this car because I don't think I'm gonna necessarily need it anymore. But yeah, I'm gonna take it off on both sides. Now to get to it, you have to gut the trunk. I'm not gonna say gut the trunk, but you have to take the majority of the interior out of the trunk to get to these 2 bolts. Like I was trying to get to it, and I was like, man, I don't know how I'm gonna do that. But basically, here is hooks. It's hook points underneath this. So you gotta take that off. The trunk, this top, you have to take this off to get to this one. Then once you take this off, you'll be able to take all of this. You'll be able to take all this out. So I'm gonna stop. I got to stop because I need 2 hands and I need to use a little strength because they're in there pretty good. So I'll be back when I gut this side of the trunk off to show you what it looks like and what parts need to come off, and try not to break certain parts. And I think I broke one where I don't. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. So I'm back. I just removed the side panel. As you can see, I had to remove the strut bar, the bottom strut bar, only because I couldn't get this side panel to come up. But now I have access to both of them, all 4 actually. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna remove them now. Enjoy some music. Okay, also save these bolts because you're gonna need them to put onto the new. You're gonna need them. So save every single bolt you take off the car. All right. So I'll be right back. Let me make some space to get these 2 bolts out, and then we'll be on our way. All right. So I just made a little space to get these off. So basically, you just take these out. This one. See, I had to start it off because I needed 2 hands to pull back the interior plastic and so on and so forth. So this bracket, you just pull it straight up. Wait. All right, there we go. Pull it straight up. Toss that to the side. So as you can see now, there is nothing that holds the corner to the base of the car. But hopefully the strut bars tighten up the corner to the other corner to strengthen or reinforce both ends of the car as far as cornering. Because when you, I don't know if you know, or a lot of you guys probably already know, that when you have reinforcement from the corner to the base, it's kind of like a triangle. What you're making is a triangle. And a triangle is like the strongest points. It's really hard to break three strands. But hopefully I don't have to use this bracket right here. All I have to use is this guy, and I'll be good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hang on to this just in case I feel like this bar isn't enough when I go to the track tomorrow. So yeah, so I'm gonna, I need 2 hands to put it on. So I'm gonna get it started. So what I had to do is I had to take out the strut bar completely, bro. I had to take it out. I'm gonna have to take out both brackets, just to put in this one strut bar right here. I didn't know it was gonna be that much work. So now I have everything out finally, and I have the trunk pretty much open, ready to go. I'm gonna go ahead and install this bar and then put the red bar back. I'm gonna call it brace bar. It's just so I don't confuse anyone. Okay, I'm back. I finally got the bolts installed on the car, and it's coming out really, really good. Now, the only thing is I can't connect anything back because the way this bar is made is not made to cut to like this can't come together. So what I'm gonna end up doing is I'm gonna measure it and I'm gonna cut this plastic part to make this sit flush. Cause I'm all about cleanliness, man. So I'm gonna cut this. Well, I gotta measure it first. I'm gonna measure it first, and then I'm gonna cut this plastic on both sides. And then I'm gonna put everything back together, and it should be good to go. I didn't forget to put back the seat belt. Sorry, the rear seat bracket right here. I didn't forget to put this back. I'm gonna put this back in a second. But first, I gotta measure this to make sure I can get this to sit flush first. So finally, I got everything back together. What I did was I cut it right there just so that it fits. You can see it a little bit, but once I put the seat back, it'll be gone completely. But pretty much this is all you have to do. All you needed today was just a 14-inch millimeter. I got to figure out how to get this to stay because it won't stay. But I already know what's wrong is the clip that came off. I got to go get one at Discount Auto Parts. I think it's for like 25-30 cents. Once I get that clip, I'll be back to normal. But all I have to do is cut this little bit right here, as you can see with the razor blade. And yeah, just put the seat back and I'll be done. I still got to put the rear strut bar, the red lower strut bar back here, and then we'll be good to go. So I'm gonna just put everything back together, put the seat back, see how that closes. I hope it closes perfect. Put the strut bar back, go get this little clip, and then we'll be 100% done. Okay, finally got everything installed. Everything is done now. Everything is where it's supposed to be. Everything is good to go. And this is what the final product looks like. Yeah, I know there's a rip in the seat, but nothing I can do about that. So I have the rear trunk lower strut bar, the mid, and I got the B-pillar strut bar. And then these are the brackets. I'm gonna hang on to these. I'm not gonna get rid of them. Just in case I find out that they have to be in the car for some reason, I'll put them back. I had to take out a little bit of the carpet for the corners, which is at the bottom on the inside. I had to take on each side, I had to take a little bit off, and then of course on the actual frame itself, I had to take off a little bit to make clearance because it wouldn't close. The trunk would not close. The back seats would not lock into place at all. So that's why I had to cut this much out. But this is it, man. This is the whole project. I'm complete. I'm done. And everything is back the way it was. Now I just got to take it out to the track tomorrow and see what type of performance upgrades this car actually have. We're having the rear of the car stiffened that much more. So I thank you guys so much for watching my videos. I thank you guys for the comments, man. I appreciate them more than just the likes. So have a great day, and I look forward from hearing from you guys.